Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the California Golden Bears taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Cal Bears offense will have first crack at this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game? He had last week.
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to the air on second and short. He makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Me too.
The toss sweep to the right. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. The short hands. It's McGarrigle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's McGarrigle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment, and you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, right chunk, Jayhawk. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
Okay.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Okay.
Back to pass. The quick out. And they
Ready for me to watch you up? A couple more minutes? Okay.
That soft spot, they get it down to the 35. The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Takes a handoff. It's Ivory.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Ivory. He stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's McGarrigle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just got cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yes, the banner. That's not how you talk. Come sit at the table. Come sit at the table. Pajamas.
Treasure in the last days.
You said they're sitting down though? Maybe with no naps?
Ah. All right, hold on.
And I should not take Courtney up on her offer to leave the company.
What are you asking?
I should not take Courtney up on the offer that she made for me to come into work with.
Tracy already said no.
She said no to what's her name?
And you need.
You have to get up here.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 39.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Ivory. He'll make a... On third down, he's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll give it to the back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen. Across the 45. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on second down. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McGarrigle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Under fire. That pass not close as he got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. Play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's got the tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Rush is on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick completion on the out route. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Golden Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun. Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Tried to punch it in. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Got a little space. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the pass.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Jayhawks have taken it inside the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's complete to the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Golden Bears. The defense putting points on the board.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They give it to him again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. DB's right up on the receivers. That's the end of the period, and Ncaa is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cal! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to...
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Kansas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll leave it with him. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Bears are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. Spits it out to the back. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. trying to cap this drive with the pass. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Golden Bears have it with a first and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kansas, 24.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
70, Kansas, 24.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it down in the 37. And the Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass on 2nd down. The quick out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Timeout, California.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will